Okay, so today I want to talk about how to get started making money with your car right now. Right today. Not like yesterday. You can start now because now is the time to start making everything that you have make money for you. If you have a car sitting to the side that you're just not using, if you're going on vacation, your car's going to be sitting still for a while. Or if you really want to make this a business as we have and you want to make some money, you can do this. Or let's say you're upside down in your car and you want to make some money. Now, there is a new opportunity for you to make some money with this. And you know, the world is changing. Things are speeding up. Technology is making things better for us where we can do a lot of things. So I've just bought a lot of cars because it's cost effective. This opportunity was not there 10 years ago. And so you better jump on it and take advantage of it now. How to get started making money with your car right now. So the best thing that you want to do is you want to get on the Airbnb of cars, and there's two basic sites. I'm putting a link down below of the one that I recommend. One of the ones I recommend two. There are like three out there, but there's two out there, and I'll tell you the reasons why for each. But first of all, I want to tell you why you should rent your car. What is the deal? The market is such in certain cities where there's always a need for a car. Somebody that doesn't have a car. They don't want to deal with the big rental car companies anymore. If you think about it, when you go get a rental car, when you fly into a city, you got to get off, like Atlanta, oh my gosh, you got to get off the plane train, and then you got to get on another train to go all the way over to the rental car center, and it could take you an hour to get your car. I remember one time I was going to get a car in Atlanta. I got off the plane maybe at 3 o'clock. I didn't get my car till 7 that night. It took like 4 hours because they had to wait for all these cars to come in because something was going on. Then they had to check my check my card. Then I had to have $300 on my card, or if I didn't have a credit card. It was just a bunch of mess. And then I didn't know what car I was going to get. That's the way the old system is. The new system, where we're talking about with companies like that we deal with, where we rent our cars out on apps. What happens is you pick all that before you get to your site. You pick the car that you want. Like if I want to rent a Tesla, like when I went to Dallas, I rent a Tesla. If I want to rent a Corolla, I rent a Corolla. One time I rent a Jetta for $22 a day. Or you can rent my Honda Civic right here in Boston for $40 a day, which is a great price. It's better than what you're going to get at the rental car center. And then what happens is you're at the airport. I'm going to bring that car to you, to your gate. You walk out, get your bags, walk outside. Your car is standing there. You put your bags in and you're out. Your credit cards it's just like Uber or a taxi. Your credit card's your money's already been hit with your credit card. We got everything set. We take pictures of the car and you're out of there. So it's a good thing. People love that. I'm telling you. People love that. And then if you're in the city, local people, they come to your house, they take pictures, they pick up the car, and they're out, they're done. You have a tracker on your car so you can see wherever your car goes or whatever if you're renting your car out. But the market is such that people like that. And then people like dealing with people. They don't want to deal with this big company. Sometimes people do. But if they know you're reputable, if you have good ratings and you've taken care of your business on the app, like you do when you're driving Uber or Lyft or doing something like that, then they're going to do business with you because you're an individual. People like to take care of the little guy. That's how it is in America. And so they love that. That's why this market is so good. And then they get the right car. And then the world is moving toward the sharing economy. It's moving toward the small business guy. Small business guy, yeah, he got 15 cars. Yeah, he's a small business guy. But he looks like a small business guy. People love that. They love that. They love seeing a guy make a come up. In America, they love the small guy making a come up. And so you could be that small guy making a come up with a car rental business, knocking off Enterprise and Avis, and your people are going to love it because, when they come into town, they get to meet you. You can tell them good places to go eat, and it's very personable. They roll off in your vehicle. Now, I have to warn you, the first time they roll off in your vehicle, you are not going to like it. The first time a little scratch comes back, a little something is different, the little knob is different in your car. If your car is your personal little baby, then you might not want to do this. I do have a suggestion for you, though. You still can make money by going and buying you another car. buy you another car on credit and put it on there. And the reason that you should do that is because they're going to pay for your car. So let's say you go out like I did. Let's say you go out and buy you this Honda Civic and put it on credit for 15, it was 15, I don't know, 15,000, 14,000, something like that. Put it on credit, your payments are $250 a month. But the rentals are going to bring you in like $700, $800 a month. The first month, $700, bam! It paid for the car. And then I get to drive it every once in a while when they're not renting it. But it pays for the car and it gives me money in my pocket. But you got your own car that you love, your baby, that you don't want to touch, like my wife with a Subaru. Don't want nobody to touch it. That's your car. That's your baby. It's got all your knobs and everything the way you want it, but you got another car. And they will give you, look, they will give you a car any day. The credit union, they're doing cars at 2.8385%, 1.85% if you got good credit. If you got bad credit, they're doing it at 5%. Your payment is going to go up $30 a month. That's half a day of rental. Man, you should do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to make some money at it. So the world is moving towards sharing. Now, I wanted to share some concerns, questions, and things just for information that people ask me on a regular basis about the car rental. The number one thing, what about insurance? Oh my goodness. Listen, the apps that we use, which are Turo and Getaround, and there's a link down there below. Click on that link. Let's just be real. I'm doing these videos, and I love doing, I like talking to people on it. But you know, if you click on the Getaround link, it gives me a little, it helps me out. It helps my family out a little bit. So I appreciate that. You know, my refrigerator, my gas tank, everybody, it helps us out a little bit. So obviously, I want you to go through my referral code and use that to get to Getaround because it helps me out. Turo really doesn't do that right now, but that's fine. So what you would do is you would go, so insurance, we're talking about insurance. Each company has $1 million worth of insurance. In my experience, I have had stuff happen with the car. There's one guy with the Mercedes GOK that we have, the Mercedes truck we have, a rock hit it in a crack before he got back. A crack had come halfway through the window, you know, and that car has the lane assist thing, so it has cameras up there. So it cost us $800 to replace that. The insurance took care of it. It took care of everything. It was nothing to do. We just took pictures of it. We took pictures before of the car. Now, you have to take 6 pictures before. You have to take your pictures before they take the car. You know, take pictures all around the car and upload it on the app to document how your car looked before they took your car. This guy, he called me and told me, and it was no way I wasn't going to miss it anyway, but he called me and told me that it happened. And so we took pictures of it, we uploaded it to the app, I sent a little note, hey, this is what happened, da 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 da, and they said, okay, we're going to fix it. And the thing is, you want to get it fixed quick, so nobody, you don't want to miss any rentals. So I got it fixed quick, didn't miss any rentals. Boom, car is on the road rolling. Actually, one lady drove with it with the crack because the crack was fine the next rental. And then when she brought it back in, I had like a day because that car stay on the road. I had like a day to go get it fixed. Went and got it fixed real quick. I had to go quite a ways to get it fixed because they only had the glass and got it fixed. So insurance, they have $1 million worth of insurance. It's almost like you really don't need insurance because if you have the extra car that you're using, they're always driving the car, okay? So since they're always driving the car, they're insured. You're just driving to get gas and wash it or whatever you got to do. You're barely ever driving it. But if you finance it, you got to have full coverage insurance, and it still works out. So what about your insurance company? My insurance companies don't know what I'm doing. I mean, and I'm on video right now. I mean, if they see me, but what do they care? Their insurance is getting paid for, and I'm never making a claim because I hardly drive the car. They're just getting money. They're getting some of my rental money, but my car is covered, and the person financing it, of course, they're covered, and they got to have that, so they have it. Now, this car, when it's paid off, we're going to put just liability on it, but so it'll drop our payment to like $50 a month, you know what I'm saying? But and as a matter of fact, it is like, I think, no, we have the higher insurance on it because we finance it. So, but we'll pay it off in a year. So all I'm saying is that's how the insurance works. They have $1 million worth of insurance, coverage all the way around. They charge you, you can do 75%. Each company is different. I do the 75% where I get 75% of whatever is made. And of course, they try to hit the people for more insurance. I don't care. That's them making their money. I'm making mine, that the company make a piece, and we all making some money and be happy. I ain't trying to be greedy with them. Do what you do. And sometimes the people get more higher insurance so they don't have to pay anything if anything happens. I had somebody the other day, they scratched the rim, let me know they scratched the rim, and I'm working with the individual because he's like, hey, let's just take care of it together. Okay, but I did everything through the app so that the app knows what I'm doing. I'm documenting everything through the app so they know what I'm doing. So that's about insurance. You need it. Let's say, second question, I don't have a car, I need a car. Well, if you need a car, go buy a car today, now, because you're wasting time because people are renting cars every day. My cars stay on the road. I have 7 cars. They are hardly ever at home. They stay gone. That's how big the business is. I have people that call me and say, hey, do you have any cars? I can't buy no cars. Now I have people that just call me and say, hey, can I rent your car? I got one girl, she's using our Mercedes E350, which is not on here. It's a new car. She's the first one to rent it. She rented for a week. She called me, I'm going to rent it for next week too. You know, she just called me, and so I lowered the price a little bit for her on the app. And said, you ready to book it? She said, yeah. I put it, she booked it, then I raised the price up in case people down the line later in the month are trying to rent it. Okay, so you're gonna develop, as it is when you get your car, you're gonna develop regular people that just need a car from time to time. They want to use yours, they want to go to New York or whatever. All you're doing is maintaining and keeping the car. How much money can you make? They say on one of the apps on Getaround, they say that you're gonna make, they average $700 a month on a car. Now that was actually low, $600-700. That's actually low for me because my first month I was just on Getaround and I made $700 a month on that car first month. Second month made $700 too. Then it went to $1,000. Then went to $1,350. It's coming back round to around $900,000. This is this little bitty Honda Civic right here. That's only $250 a month. Now it's a 2015. My payment's $250 a month. This little car here is a 2016, but it's a 200. We got a good deal on it. We only paid $7,700 for the car. You see this little deal right here is our tracker that we have inside the car, so we can see wherever the car goes. If anything happens, we see it. This car here is making us $800, $900, $800 a month. That's how much you can make. Now you remember with this one, if you make $900, you got to take away $250 for your payment, take away $350, so $900, $350, $400, $500. So you're talking about $500 a month is what I'm making off of this car. So this one here, the SUV, now my payment on this is $530 a month, but it makes right around $1,550, $1,600 a month. So, you know, what do we make? We make about $800 or $900 a month. That's what we're making. That's our net on this car. Minivan, same thing. Right around $500 a month is the payment, and we make $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 a month. So we're gonna make net profit anywhere from $600, $800, $900 a month on that one. Now the GLK, boy, that thing there, we're going to net right around $1,000, sometimes even $1,200 a month on that car. So that's how. So how much can you make? You can make anywhere. You can net anywhere. Let's say we would net anywhere, depending on the car, from $1,000 or from $500 to $1,000 a month on a car. So that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. You're not driving around. And then you can really make more if they do damage to the car. You can find somebody to fix it cheaper. You get the dealer to say how much it was, and then you get somebody, and you make extra. You can also charge extra convenience fees where you can make more money. I'm not at that level yet doing it. I'm still working on that part of it. Okay. So where do you park your cars? My cars are never at home. My car's on the road making my money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but we have parking spots. We are here in Boston, so parking is tight, you know. But we have parking spots out front where we pull them and keep them, and you know we park them. But they come in for a day and they leave. You know, just depending on how we working it, how we work in the app. Okay, how much time does it take? That's a good point. How much time it takes? If you're going to deliver your car to the airport, you can charge extra. We charge $25 to deliver to the airport, so it's only $12.50. We take it to the airport, leave the person, and then we ride back. Sometimes my wife and I will go, and then we'll go somewhere. I personally will put my bike in the back of the car, ride to the airport, and then get on my bike and ride back home and use that as my workout time. So how much time, if I'm delivering a car, you know, I'm out, 30 minutes, 45 minutes delivering that car to the airport. But you could always set it up where you say, I will Uber you to my house. You can charge them the extra money. You Uber them to the house if they get the car. If they're going to get the car, like say they're going to rent this car, which rents out for $80 to $100 a night, and they're going to rent it for a week. What's a week? We talking about $600-700. Then what's a $20 Uber? For them to come to the house to pick up the car. So you can do it that way. So then you're not out any time. Can it be passive? Yes, it can be very passive. That's why I suggest the two apps, both Turo and Getaround. Because if Getaround puts a device in your car that allows you to remotely open the car. Okay, so then you don't even have to be there. A lot of times we're not even there. And even if you're just doing Turo, the same thing. You don't even have to be there, because what you can do is you can have the Getaround app and you have the Turo, so you can leave the key in the car, and when they call you, say, hey, I'm here at the car. So you have them take a picture of their license, in their face like this, and a picture of themselves in front of the car. So you're there at the car. You've already taken pictures of the car, you've already uploaded everything's set, but you're going to dinner or doing whatever you are with your family, okay? And so now they say, I'm here at the car. You click the button and the door unlocks. They get in, they got the key, and they're on their way. You don't have to deal with them. When a lot of times I'm in the house, and then, I'm here, okay, I'll open it up for you. I don't want to come out here and deal with you right now, because I got things I'm doing. I'm talking to my wife, or we kissing, or we doing whatever we like to do, and then they're going with the car, and they come back, because I want it to be as passive as possible. Now, you could hire you a valet to take your car to the airport and pay your valet the $25, and then it's more passive. So that way, your time could be less. Bottom line, you should do this today. Don't wait. Because if you wait, you're going to forget about it. You're going to say, oh, da, da, da. You're going to get scared. You're going to be worried, what about the car? What this happened to the car? Nothing happened to my car. Do I have a car that had a dent in it? Yes. And they paid me too much money to fix it. Too much. And I got it fixed for dirt cheap. Okay? Do I have to vacuum my car? Yes, I have to vacuum it out. I found a place close to the airport. When I get to pick up the car or on the way to deliver the car, I'm vacuuming. I go through the car wash. Boom, it's done, and we're gone. And we're out. Not a lot of time. It's very easy, and we're making money at it. It's another source of income that wasn't there years ago. You think about it. This car is what they used to do with a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. This car, except I'm not cash flowing $200 a month off it. I'm cash flowing $1,000 a month off of it. So it's a good deal. And then, of course, it's depreciating. So I got to get my money out and get it paid for before it totally depreciates. But that car is going to last another 5, 6, 7, 10 years, 20 years. The car is going to last if I take care of it, maintain it, keep the maintenance, keep the oil change, all that good stuff. So this video was basically, how can you make money, get started making money right now? You got to get your car and get it set up, put it on one of these apps. As long as you got to have, another question. How many miles can you have? You need to have under 100,000 miles on your car. You got to start under 100,000 miles. It's important. If you start under 50, it's better. If you go out and get a car, go out and get you a car with 10, 20,000 miles on it so it can last for a while. You know what I'm saying? If you need help getting a car, I know where to get good cars. Been buying cars for years. I can help you out getting a car. You need help getting financing. I know where to go get financing. If you don't really know how to do it, I know where to go. Do you need money down? You need no money down. Do not pay money down when you go buy your car. Do not give them jokers any money. Nothing. Just go in there. I want this car. I ain't got no money to pay down. Don't be ashamed. Just tell them I have no money to pay down. This is what I want. And let's go get the car, because the car is going to pay for itself. Don't be thinking, how am I going to make this? No, I have 7 cars. I have 7 car notes, but they're paying for it. I'm not paying for it. So get your mind out of thinking that you have to pay for it. They're going to pay for it. And you're going to make some money on top of that. If you can get your mind into that phase, and you start looking at your cars as just assets that's making you money, then you can do this. And you can make some money without putting a lot of hours in to get your money. And then, of course, you set your business up and you got your money coming through your business account. And if you set that up straight, in a year or so, they're going to give you some money to go out and get whatever you want. You can get you a Tesla. Teslas are doing like one guy, $30,000 a year. And it's Tesla, and Tesla costs him $50,000. He half got to pay for in a year. You know, so it's a lot of ways. It's a good thing. It's a good business. It's a way that you can make some money. Let me know if you're doing Turo or Getaround. Let me know. Communicate with me. I would love to communicate with you. If you're interested and you have questions for me personally, I just have made myself available to talk to people about how to do it. Yeah, it's a benefit in it for me. If you sign up through my referral, I get a referral bonus, and you get something extra also. You know, so yeah, it's a benefit for me. If you're in Miami right now, we are really hitting up Miami hard to get people on Getaround. Call me. My number, 214, area code 537-4652. Be glad to talk to you about what we're doing. Any suggestions, any questions you may have. You know, I've done it so much, you know, got all these rides, all these people. Any questions you have, I'll be glad to help you. Or maybe we can collaborate together on some cars. I would love to do that. We're at 7 cars now. We want to be at 10 by the end. We're going to be at 10 by the end of the year. That's what we're doing. How do you make money with your car? You rent your car out to individuals coming into town or local people and make your money. I'll do a video later on, I think the next video I'll do is how to pick the best car, because people aren't really telling you how to pick the best car. So keep watching, check it out for the next video. Look for the next video on how to pick the best car to rent out on Turo. And hey, we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening to Darren and checking out your CarX.